so nervous about this meeting, Jared. I hate to be the one to tell the CIO that our $1 million project is way behind schedule.
Relax. As your project manager, I can guide you what to say if you need help with the presentation, but basically we're just needing a status update with Mr. Lee. We need to make him happy because we still have time to fix things, and as long as he's happy, he's less on our back about everything. Does that make sense? So even though it's behind budget, behind time, we still need to tell him that it's okay. Got it?
But if it really is a status update, shouldn't we express our concerns about the timeline? We calculated the probability of the critical path being complete by the planned finish date, and it was only 20%.
All right, who's the project manager here?
You.
I'm telling you to tell Mr. Lee that everything's okay. Don't need to worry about it too much. It's not a big deal. As long as he's happy, we'll be fine.
It will be a big deal if Mr. Lee truly expects us to have this consolidation finished by the due date. I talked with several of my colleagues, and some believe that this project could take well over a month longer than we thought. Oversight isn't such a bad thing. I mean, wouldn't it be better to have a CIO aware of possible issues as soon as they come up? Don't we want to be transparent towards our stakeholders?
Laura, you need to chill. You need to stop worrying about all the details, and we'll figure it out ourselves, all right? We'll make the project work. Like I said, as long as he's happy, we'll be good. Oh, he's walking in right now. How's it going, Mr. Lee? Can I get you a cup of coffee? You look great, by the way. Your haircut's good. Great.
My day's just been quite hectic, you know. Gosh. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm really busy, so can we just cut to the chase and to the point that we need to make during this meeting, alright? So, big question. How's that consolidation project going?
I'll let Lauren handle this one because she's the actual team member working on the day-to-day stuff and take it from here.
Well, Mr. Lee, as you can see, we have made a lot of progress since we last spoke. You can see that everything is coming along nicely in regards to the timeline. We are still under budget. There is a possibility that we will finish on time and within budget. However, at the same time, there is a risk that we won't finish the project within the original constraints we discussed. We have run into some issues in regards to the logistics and the physical design of the new system as far as implementation goes. So there's a chance we won't finish the project on time or on budget, but it's definitely a possibility that we can.
Alright. Laura, Jared, from what I can hear, this is not ideal. This is not where we should be right now. I expect you, Jared, as a project manager, to lead your team. I need you and your team to do everything in your power to mitigate all these so-called risks you just brought up.
Of course.
So, by the next status meeting, which is a week from now, should be on your calendars. This meeting is more important than this one, because we're going to have all the key stakeholders there. So, all the big people, the people that sponsor us, that give us money, I expect your team to have come up with this solution by then. Please don't disappoint. This project is one of the biggest projects this year for our company.
Got it, yeah.
All right, Mr. Lee. Disappoint me, all right?
Consider it done. Laura and I will have it taken care of. Like she said, things are not ideal, but we can get it done.
Okay. Sorry. I have another meeting to go to. Do your best to fix this issue. If you want, you can set up another meeting with my assistant for next week. And again, just please stay on top of these things.
Got it. All right. Great meeting.
All right.
We'll keep you updated. Couldn't just tell him everything was fine, huh? Yeah, you're good. It's been really screwed us. Can't believe it.
Hey Laura, how's it going?
Hey Tyler, I just got out of this terrible meeting.
How did Mr. Lee take the news of the project being a little bit over budget and over time?
It was uncomfortable to say the least. Right before our presentation, Jared told me that he wanted me to lie to the CIO and tell him that our project is on schedule. I didn't want to lie to our CIO. It felt unethical.
Over this server consolidation project? We probably won't be done with that for at least like a month after the original due date, and that's us being pretty optimistic.
I know.
We could all be disciplined if we surprise Mr. Lee with a missed deadline without us bringing any concerns to him in the first place. I don't think it's right for us to just shove that under the rug. I think we need to tell him as our sponsor, because this could cost us our jobs if we lose this big project.
I know. I didn't want to lie to Mr. Lee and risk getting fired. Not to mention it's unethical, but I just didn't want to directly disobey Jared since he's our boss. I don't know, I was just at a crossroad.
So what did you do?
Well, I said it was possible that the project could be completed on time, but there was a risk that it wouldn't be. I felt like it was the best thing to do in such little time. I don't know, do you think I did the right thing?
I think you did. I think that Mr. Lee has a right to know the true status of our project, because we need to give him both possibilities, whether or not we're going to finish on time or not, even though it's not likely that we are going to finish on time. And I don't know, it's always better to be more conservative on these things because it will keep the team more focused on the project at hand. And additionally, Mr. Lee might be able to pull more resources and help us out finish in a little bit quicker fashion. I don't know. I think you did the right thing. But yeah, we need to get going anyway. It's about time for our next client meeting.
Right.